in Jacksonville, Florida. I'm about to embark on a tour of the USS Orleck, World War II Gearing class destroyer. Come along, shall you? Today's adventure has brought me to the waterfront along the St. Johns River here in the heart of Jacksonville, Florida. I'm near Riverfront Plaza on the north shore of the St. Johns, where the Main Street Bridge crosses the river. And up ahead there, tied up at its berth, is the vessel I am looking for. The World War II era Gearing-class U.S. naval destroyer, the USS Orleck, also known as DD-886. Orleck was built in Orange, Texas in 1944 and launched in 1945. She was commissioned in September of 1945 after World War II hostilities had ended. The vessel you see today looks quite different than what she looked like in 1945, mainly due to going through a substantial refit and modernization in the 1960s. Gearing-class destroyers were originally fitted with 3 dual 5-inch gun mounts. One of the forward turrets was removed from the vessel during her refit, leaving 1 forward turret and 1 aft turret. This is the ramming tray of the left gun, with a 22-pound powder case laying in the tray. Here's the right gun, with a dummy powder case and projectile in the tray. Activating the ramming spade would push both up into the gun's breech. The breech block would snap up and lock into place, making the gun ready to fire. Look at all the nicks in the side of the loading tray, evidence of the thousands of projectiles that were dropped into place over the life of the vessel. Just forward of the 2 guns are 2 more crew positions, one place for a sight setter who uses the console straight ahead, and one for a fuse setter who uses the console over to the right. I've moved up to the ship's flight deck, where we have a QH-50 drone helicopter, circa 1963. During the Cold War, destroyers played a critical role in anti-submarine operations. This remotely controlled helicopter could carry 2 430-pound homing torpedoes over 20 miles from the ship, drop them on an enemy submarine, spoiling their entire day. The U.S. Navy had pretty much stopped using these little drones by the early 1970s in favor of other delivery systems. Looks like a small cache of Mark 44 torpedoes here on the hangar deck. Just behind the ship's bridge is the captain's sea cabin, keeping the captain close to the bridge in case of emergency. A quick look inside the vessel's Combat Information Center. This is the ship's Mark 37 gun director, topped with a Mark 25 targeting radar. We're standing on what is basically the roof of the ship's bridge. Down there is where one of the vessel's 5-inch gun mounts was once located, removed in the 1960s and replaced with 2 sets of torpedo tubes, which launched anti-submarine homing torpedoes. Let's head back down below deck. down into the radio room and crypto area.
Yeah, see, this is more in line. See, these are teletype designation here. Teletype.
Now the officer's wardroom. Further below, we find the crew's mess facility. Firefighting and damage control area. Ship's laundry. The Orleck is one of the country's newest museum ships, arriving in Jacksonville in March of 2022. It's undergoing constant renovation and preparation, which means more of the vessel will open to the public over time. That was a fun explore for sure. Remember, life is a journey. Enjoy the ride, and thanks for watching.